He tamamato na heleman. He tamatato na te karaiti. He tamatato na te atua. He tamamato na te fatitiri. Hei maharatanga ki te atua. Hei maharatanga ki te karakia. Hei maharatanga o te herekoretanga. Hei maharatanga mo te rangimarie. Hei maharatanga mo te whanau. How you doing? This is Brian Stone. I am a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And I've put together a few translation words from the Book of Mormon and from different couple of scriptures that can be used for a Haka of sorts. You know, a Haka is a Maori chant, type of a kind of a dance chant that's done before going to battle or to intimidate any enemy, anybody in front of them. Anyway, this I am not Maori, but I'm not from New Zealand. I'm Samoan, but I have done this before, this type of chant before, this type of dance before, and I did my best to translate this correctly as best as possible, as well as to get the pronunciations as close as I could. It's not perfect, and the translations are not perfect, but it's a good effort. And so I'm going to go through the words that I have here and the basic pronunciation for them. I'm also going to go through some of the different ways it can be said. Typically, when you do a Haka, you have everybody standing in kind of in a line or series of lines. You have a leader that helps to direct the group. The leader is typically the most, I should say, intense, but sometimes the most crazy person on there. So this is how it works. Some things to remember, though, when you're dealing with working with the Maori language. A lot of the letters are pronounced similar to maybe what you read in Spanish. For instance, I'll just say like the R's there. When you see an R, and I put together these translations, these pronunciations there with the words, the key words, and the ways that they are pronounced as best I could in English. But the R's are like in Spanish. So when you see an R there that says karaiti, it's pronounced karaiti, which is the word for Christ. So just keep that in mind. Another thing is the WH. WH, when it's together, it's pronounced like an F. So this word here it's not watiriti, it's fatitiri, which is thunder. And I'll go down the lines here. So this one here is he tamamato na heleman. That means we are the sons of Helaman. He tamatato na te karaiti. We are the sons of Christ. He tamatato na te atua, which is we are the sons of God. He tamamato na te fatitiri, which is we are the sons of thunder. And that comes from the New Testament. So that's how that works. And there are different ways you could do this. I have another chant, Haka down below, which is the title of liberty from Moroni. It's Alma 46, 36, and 37. But let's go with this one first. This one is called We Are the Sons. And you can do it a couple different ways. You can either have the leader repeat it, say it, and then have the group repeat it. Or you can have the leader say part of it. For instance, the leader says the first half of the sentence, He tamamato na heleman. The group says the second half. So let's go ahead and do this. So again, you could say, He tamamato na heleman. And then the group says, He tamamato na heleman. The leader says, He tamatato na te karaiti. And then the group says, He tamatato na te karaiti. Then the leader says, He tamatato na te atua. And then the group says, He tamatato na te atua. And then the leader says, He tamamato na te fatitiri. And then the group says, He tamamato na te fatitiri. Okay, so that's one way to say it. Another way is, I'm going to color code these. And you can see like so. I'm going to make this a little bigger if I can. There we go. So it's a little bigger now. Hopefully you can see that better. And again, so the leader says, He tamamato, and then the group says, Na heleman. He tamatato na te karaiti. The group says that. He tamatato na te atua. He tamamato na te fatitiri. So you say it back and forth. You know, the leader's saying, we are, and then the group says, the sons of Helaman. We are the sons of Christ. We are the sons of God. We are the sons of thunder. And so that's one way to do it. Now remember, this is all done very intensely. It's very loud. It's actually a yell. And you have hand motions. What you do, you can make them up to match what you're saying. In this case, you're not necessarily going to war, but you are fighting a war. You're fighting a battle against evil. So let's move down now to the next one. This one here is called In Memory of. It's a title of liberty from Alma 46, 36, and 37. And there we go. So this one is, again, remember the R's are rolled like Spanish. So this word here, religion, is karakia. And if there is the WH, fanao, which is family, it's pronounced like an F, fanao. Okay, so in this case, let me color code this one. There we go. So I've colored this. Everything in red is what the leader says out loud, really strong. And then everything in yellow is said after each time the leader says it. So the leader will say this, and then the group says this line here. And then the leader will say that first line again, the Hei Maharatanga, and then the group says Kite Karakia, and then so on and so forth. And I'll demonstrate how this works. So it works. So the leader says, Hei Maharatanga, and the group says, Kite Atua. And then the leader says, Hei Maharatanga, Kite Karakia. And then the leader says, Hei Maharatanga, O te Herekoretanga. That's the group in yellow. Hei Maharatanga from the leader, Mo te Rangi Marie. Hei Maharatanga, Mo te Whanau. And again, these translations are rough translations saying, in memory of our God, in memory of religion, in memory of freedom, in memory of peace, in memory of family. And so if this is done, again, really strong, it's a yell. You say it loud. Hei Maharatanga ki te atua. Hei Maharatanga ki te karakia. Hei Maharatanga o te Herekoretanga. Hei Maharatanga mo te Rangi Marie. Hei Maharatanga mo te Whanau. And it's done loud, and it's done with, if you've seen the Maori Hakas before, you have to check out some of the videos. It's done loud. They make their eyes really wide to look fierce. They stick their tongue out, and they have the hand motions. They actually get in a stance that's lower, bending knees, your back arched back, and your hand motions are pumping your fists and beating your hands together and smacking the ground. So hopefully that's something to help you learn. One last time, I'm going to go through these again. This is We Are the Sons, Haka. He tamamato na heleman. He tamatato na te karaiti. He tamatato na te atua. He tamamato na te fatiriti. That's the We Are the Sons, Helaman, Christ, God, and thunder. And then the next one, the title of liberty is He Maharatanga ki te atua. He Maharatanga ki te karakia. He Maharatanga o te Herekoretanga. He Maharatanga mo te Rangi Marie. He Maharatanga mo te Whanau. And that is in memory of our God, our religion, our freedom, our peace, and of family. All right, hopefully this is helpful for you to put together if you're working on something with your youth, your young men. I do truly believe that we are the sons of thunder. We are the sons of God, sons of Christ, and we can be the sons of Helaman as we fight the same battle that he fought against evil. Okay, just before I finish up, I wanted to share one last video with you. This clip is from a football team in Hawaii. This is the Kahuku football team, high school football team. And I want to point out that probably more than half of these guys on this team are members of the church. So I believe what they do is they say a team prayer, and then they start with a soft chant. You'll see what their leader that they have in there, and then they get a little louder, and then they get louder and intense, and then they head out to the field. So let's show the video here. Hopefully you can get a feel. It's very powerful, and this is kind of, you know, like a high level of what you can find, what you can see with this kind of Haka.